Hey guys, got a little bit of a different video here today for you. My shop teacher, I got a bunch of just all old Tecumseh, manuals. This here is the, Lawson Power Products and Peerless Tecumseh, the mechanics manual for all their power products, Grafton, Wisconsin. Yeah, this is a big mechanics manual. Goes over their bulletins with their warranties. This was just like something they would have probably in one of the repair shops. 2-cycle engines, 4-cycle engines, small medium frame, which is your 3 to 10 horses. Your big 4-cycle large frames, which are your 8 to 18s, and Peerless transmissions. So I'll go over that book in a minute. This one here is also inside of this book. This actually goes on. The reason I picked this guy up, if I can find it now. Snow King models. Oh, where was it? Beyond the point, can't find it right now. This one goes over the HM80s, which is the cast iron bore Tecumsehs from the 80s, late 70s, beginning of the 80s, which is the 8-horse cast iron bore Tecumseh that I have in my chipper. So I have a service manual for that, which is nice. This also goes over Walbro carbs, which this book does as well. This is my pride and joy basically right here. There is a revised version of this book in here. This here goes over from models 100 up to models 2400 differentials assembly, reassembly, different parts identification. It goes over everything that can happen to them. As you can see, the 4-speed transaxles, the 2300s, which would be what my Deere would have. And if I can find what I'm looking for, which I doubt I will. They had a page with shifting patterns in here. But, the old, anywho, one second guys, right here, the shifting assembly, here is model 200, down to the 600 series, and then 203, down to their 700s. Those are the shifting patterns for the main ones. Here is basically the Sears guys, I guess you could say, have flipped the 600 series. 1700, 2300, which, not 2300, there's a 2300 left hand. There's 2300, which is on the Deere, because the Deere has granny low, got a second, neutral, reverse, third, and fourth. And then obviously I have my variable grip lever. So that is that on this one, guys. This goes over that, and all these models you see here. There's no Sears models anywhere, at least the Bourbons. This does have the stuff on the 4-speed customs, though, which is the 2300 Peerless. Here I have this is actually, if you want, I will be copying these. This probably won't be for a while, maybe over Christmas break I will here. I would like to get all these books copied, put them in PDF and send them to people who want them. This is a spec chart, so that's kind of boring. These I found in one of their service envelopes, and these they call sign language Tecumseh. These are what they, I'm guessing they hung in their shops. Stuff like that Tecumseh had maybe where they, the manufacturing plants where the engines were made. Monday is an awful way to spend 1/7 of your life. All else fails, read the instructions. Can't lead by pushing. The art of, I mean, there's just a bunch. Just pause it if I'm going too fast. I'm just trying to get through these. So those are those guys. Like I said, these are their, it says sign language at the top. And these look like they're just kind of things they must have tacked up around there. Kind of nice looking signs. I might hang some of them up down here. Get some wall space. This is probably by far one of my favorite things I've seen made by Tecumseh. This is your Peerless models and different applications they're used for. Let's get a big wide view. It's so much easier to see in person, but it goes over all of these in here. And I'm looking around here, just 2300, which I got on my Deere. If you look here, this is basically, Rooney can probably correct me if I'm wrong, 2400 series. This is the Hydro. I believe this is what's in the 69 Hydro, if not in the 68 Hydro too. Some similar, if anything, the Hydro may be swapped on the other side. The pump may be coming out from this side and going across, but either way, that's darn near identical, I'm sure, to the Hydro pump. But as you can see, all their different drives, I mean, they're push-mower drives. Flip it over to the back now. Goes over the whole internals of the 600 series. Don't care about 700, 600, 800, nothing. There's my baby, the 2300, which is in my Deere, the 4-speed. So this is kind of a cool poster by Tecumseh, excuse me. This is for those who don't know how electricity works, I guess you could say. Most of us do. This is just kind of a cool one. Typical wiring of circuits. Just basic. You can pause the video if you want to look at it. These I won't open up for you guys. These are 2-cycle engine gaskets. It's all the 2-cycle engine gaskets Tecumseh ever made. It's a poster of them with their part numbers note in the middle of them. This is a poster of all their 4-cycle engine gaskets and the model numbers or part numbers. And these also, some of these have their thicknesses on them. We have one of the other things I like is this goes over, if I can get it open, the Tecumseh carburetors. This is really kind of a neat poster. Shows you how a carburetor works when you're at idle, your full throttle, high speed. Goes over their dual system carburetors, float type 8 horse and above. So if I'm remembering, these are kind of like the Walbros that are in the Sears. 2 horse through 7 horse. And then diaphragm types. So that is that. This one, these 2, 3, I won't open up. What the heck, I will. I'm sure some of you'd like to see it on video. This is something I'm guessing they hung up in a dealership. Most of these posters is probably where they were hung, small engine shop. This is the Tecumseh limited lifetime warranty. Limited warranty for new engine products warranted. Just goes over all the reasons they can be warranted. I believe one of the other ones I have is this same thing basically, but it applies to the Peerless transmissions. But the Tecumseh Lawson, that's what that one applies for, and the other one I think it's Peerless for their transaxles. So getting into here, this Tecumseh manual registration card, March 30th, 1983 is the date this book was made. Yeah, shows that they had applied to receive automatic mailings. Wherever this was made from, Tecumseh authorized warranty, that's not even in there. But this showed that they would get new manuals as they came out. And obviously when Tecumseh went out of business, these things got thrown to the wayside, and my auto shop happened to have a bunch of them. So this is boring in here. There's bulletins, warranty bulletins, quite a few warranty bulletins. I'm surprised this one's in color, but it is. This is obviously Tecumseh, the 2-cycle mechanic's handbook. So what they would have in the small engine shops. Here's a little older version of it, 2-cycle engines. We're going to get into the 4-cycle small frames. So these are your 3 to 10 horses, like I said, and the OVM 120s. These we don't pertain to much. The boys we're looking for here are the 4-cycle large frames, which is your 8 to 18 horse, cast iron engines, which most of us, all the Sears, trying to think of now, anything above a custom 10, I want to say, and above would have one of these cast iron Tecumseh engines in them, basically. So if we jump right in here, there's just the whole page here just goes over everything. We got the Walbro carbs right here. To me, it's going to be a huge help with the SS12 that I'll be getting. Yes, I'm getting it, because that's going to need a carb cleaning, so I'm kind of happy about that. It's a simple carburetor, but it's always nice to have a manual for stuff. Shows you where the engine identification is. Just more stuff. Here we go, Rooney. Look in here. If your engine knocks for troubleshooting, let's look that up for you real quick. Under 9.1. See what the official Tecumseh manual has to say if your Tecumseh HH120 is knocking. Maybe that'll give some insight to what's wrong with the engine, buddy. Engine knocks. Carbon in the combustion chamber. Loose or worn connecting rod. Okay, we can check that off the list. I know you cleaned your carbon. Got the connecting rod fixed. Loose flywheel. I highly doubt that. Cylinder could be worn, I guess. Haven't really seen inside the cylinder, at least what you put on video, so that's up to you there. Improper magneto timing. Improperly set ignition unit. Excessive main bearing and end play. So that's that. Yeah, I said to throw it in there for you. See what you thought of that, but that's just what the official one's saying. Engine lacks power, overheats, surges, or runs unevenly. Oil seal leaks. Engine vibrates. Carburetor malfunction, troubleshooting, carburetor. Engine will not start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Open fuel shutoff valve and tank. Examine, check ignition, spark and compression. Clean air cleaner, dirt, check stale fuel or water in bowl. Examine fuel pickup, seal fillings, throttle choke. Already saying to go through 12 and then 13. Add, adjust main mixture screw. Examine main nozzle and replace service nozzle. Well, I have a feeling it's not the carburetor, buddy. But here's one of my other favorite pages, torque specs. Go under here, C model, Craftsman engine model number, and we're going to scroll down right about here to the HH120s. It's got the multiple ones with the engine models, and with those up, that gives me all the beautiful torque specs. So if you guys need torque specs, let me know. I will look them up. Again, I have the HH80 through 120s. I have the HM series, and I got 2 cycles. I got the 3 to 8 horse, or 3 to 10 horse, excuse me. Small, medium frame engines. Got the OH, their overhead valve series, a little bit too. The cross-reference guide for that. Those are your special tools you need. The flywheel puller, spark plug gapper, air gap gauge. Thing you could have needed back then. So that's that. Let me know if you guys need something out of here. Just had to go through that for you there, Ronnie. Highly doubt there's anything hopefully major wrong with the hydro, but this here is Peerless. Tecumseh Peerless motion drive system, so we're taking that to transaxles now. I go everything in this from 200 series up to the 2800 series, and the 600 series to the 920 series. Got the 2300 series, the 3 speeds. Let's look those up once. 4.1. I want to see for kicks if I have not checked to see if we have the Sears ones in here. That don't seem to fail very often. Most transaxles don't unless you ricochet something through the side of them, but as long as you get oil in them, they should be good. 4.2, 4.1, 1200, 1400, 1700, 2000 series. I'll tell you, these do look a lot like the Sears. The only thing I don't know. Something I have to look at. I don't know if these axle sleeves come off on here, which is different from what I've seen on most Sears, what I've seen. My Deere axle sleeves come straight off. But this just goes over some general stuff here, guys. Yeah, don't rip. Ooh, this video's long. It's gonna be fun to upload. I'll upload it tonight here. But again, guys, I have lots of papers in here. So yeah, this one, service policy warranty, defective material. That goes over information bulletin, September 1987. Analysis of field failure exhaust valves. Exhaust valves apparently are going bad. 2-cycle engine identification. Hot restart difficulty on Montgomery Ward's rotary mowers. That's kind of a neat thing, actually. Let's see if they got Sears in here. Don't think so. I'll do some digging in these guys. I'll bring it back up if I got Sears or Deere or anything like that. All Tecumseh models and types. Cracked flywheels. Oh. Having cracked flywheels in issued 1966, revised 1983. That could not have been a good thing. Oop. Oh, guys. There's my stack of fun stuff. I also, really happy, my shop teacher, I was talking to him, I found these sitting in the back of the room, or actually in a cabinet where I was helping him clean out. These are 2 brand new GE headlights. Tractor headlights, the GE, if I can get the light out of there, as you can see, 12 volt, 35 watt GE tractor headlights. Tested them, they both work. These are the smaller crosshatch version, which is what you normally see on the Sears. My Deere has a larger crosshatch version with the top half here, it's got a magnifying glass type thing, or I should say on the bottom that directs the light under the ground. So those are staying in my Deere because they're nice and bright, and these will be for my SS12 in case it needs headlights. A few things here too, picture-wise. So these will be going out to a few people. There's a couple nice drawings. Actually, it's probably a couple months ago now. 71 Sears drew this for me. Kids, I'm going to have a special Sears project coming up for a couple of the SSBTC lead dogs or members. Lead dogs, I guess you could call them. Both these will be going out to both of them. And I got 2 hefty big packages here. They're not thin. It's because I got cardboard in there so they don't bend. Get a few of these extra Tecumseh posters. These I got to put in there. Those will be going out to one and only Chewy and Rooney. He will be getting a package for me soon. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of it. Oh, got a nice little amp meter too. So I don't know where I'll use that. Got a spare one though, it does work. Other than that, I gotta quit slacking, get off my butt, because I got sandable primer back there. Bondo, that's for the mower deck, possibly. I got myself the nice Valspar JDE Green, the high gloss heavy duty performance. Stuff is rust and fade resistant, color match to John Deere OEM. Can't find it on here. This stuff is heat resistant as well, so when I have to paint the engine shroud, not on the Deere, like I said, the Deere I may just slowly take parts here and there and slowly restore it. I don't know if I want to do it that way, it's hard to say, but I will use all this stuff. It's a little more expensive, but it's the good heavy duty stuff and it lasts a lot longer. So there and that being an 18-minute video here, guys. Little Friday night update here. Mower deck I'm still working on in the Deere. Hopefully I'll go out tomorrow and get a cold start of the Deere. Hasn't been running since before Thanksgiving when we had that first snowfall and I was plowing. Never got that on video. But other than that, guys, there's cool stuff here. So any of you Series guys want info on Tecumsehs and Peerlesses or something, I can try looking the Peerless up. I haven't looked into them too much if it's got the Sears Peerlesses in here. Or if those were just mainly the Roper rear ends, I don't even remember. But either way, I have these. You guys saw what I all got. So if you guys need more info, just PM me. YouTube PM me or comment something. I will get a hold of you then, and we'll go from there. I'm going to cut this video, guys, and like I said, maybe I'll have another video tomorrow, but this one's getting kind of long, so talk to you guys later.